Unit 8, Week 2. Words with ER or OR. Adding ER or OR to a verb like teach can change the word into a noun like teacher. So we have the verb, which is an action, teach. By adding ER as a suffix to the verb teach, we change it into a noun, which is a person, place, or thing. In this case, a person, someone who teaches is a teacher. Now we have the verb farm. By adding ER or OR to a verb like farm, we can change it into a noun and make it farmer. So the verb is to farm, and by adding a suffix ER to the word farm, it becomes someone who farms, a farmer. Now we have the word bake. Now the word bake is very special because it has the long A sound and it ends with a silent E. Now, to make the verb bake into a baker, we have to drop the E before we can add ER. So we're going to drop the E and then we're going to add ER. So the verb bake becomes baker, someone who bakes. Now, I'm going to explain why we drop the E. Because when we have the word bake, and I say that I'm doing it right now, I'm going to have to add the suffix ing. Well, I cannot leave the E there because the E and the I cannot go together. So we drop the E before we can add ing. So now the word becomes baking. The word is right. Now, if you see the word right, it also has a long I and it has a silent E. Well, again, we're going to drop the E before we can add ER and make it a noun. So the verb write becomes writer, someone who writes. It's a writer. Now, again, if I'm writing right now, if I want to add the suffix ing, I cannot add it right next to the E. So I have to drop the E. That's why you have to get into the mentality that you drop the E before you can add the suffix. In this case, ER or ing for writing. The verb is dance. Now in the word dance, we have also a silent E. Now, if I want to make the verb into a noun, it's going to be a dancer. So I drop the E before I can add ER. Now, you're going to say, why do I drop it if I have to write it again? Just mentally drop it because when you want to have the word dance and you say that you're dancing right now, you have to drop the E before you add ing. So that's the reason we drop the E, at least mentally, in the word dancer. The word is visit. Now, someone who visits becomes a visitor. Now, in the word visitor, we don't add ER, we add the OR, visitor. From a verb, the action, to the noun, the person. Someone who visits is a visitor. Now we have the verb act. Now, someone who acts, which is the noun, is an actor. We added OR to the suffix. Now we have the verb sail. Now, someone who sails is a sailor. We added OR to the word sail to change it into a noun. Now we have the word invent. That's the verb. Now, someone who invents something is an inventor, and we added or to the word invent. So now it's the noun inventor. Now, this word does not really follow the rule, but it still ends with an or. The verb is someone, it's to treat sick people. They to treat sick people. Now we know that someone that treats sick people is called a doctor. So a doctor ends with an or. And that's the end of the lesson.